Alright, if you're jumping into Resident Evil Requiem and playing through Leon's Raccoon City chapter, we need to talk about firepower. Because while Grace brings that pure survival horror tension, Leon, he's here to turn the nightmare into a shooting gallery. And once the game starts throwing weapon options at you, things can get overwhelming fast. Shotguns, pistols, upgrades, attachments. Suddenly you're staring at the shop menu wondering where all your credits are about to disappear. So in this video, we're breaking down the absolute best weapons and upgrades you should focus on for Leon. No wasting credits on pointless attachments, no investing in guns that fall off halfway through the chapter. We'll talk about what actually melts zombie hordes in Raccoon City and which upgrades give you the biggest power spike for your money. By the end, you'll know exactly what to buy, what to ignore, and how to turn Leon into a one-man apocalypse. I'm quickly moving on to the video.
Of the audience
Before we
is subscribed
start,
to
if
the
you
channel.
enjoy these types of list videos,
Please don't forget to subscribe
like
if you like these types of videos.
Enjoy watching.
Thanks.
When we talk about the best weapons and upgrades in Resident Evil Requiem, the conversation around shotguns is actually very simple. The moment you unlock the 990 TAC, everything changes. You can grab it from the supply box at the central camp for 7,000 credits, and honestly, it is one of those purchases you will never regret. The second you can afford it, replace the MSB G500 immediately. Do not even hesitate. The difference between the 990-T80 and the MSB G500 is not small, it is massive. The 990 TAC holds more shells in the magazine, nearly doubles the damage per shot, almost triples the rate of fire, and feels way more stable and precise. On top of that, the reload speed is significantly better. Because it is semi-automatic, you can apply pressure on enemies without that slow pump delay holding you back. In intense fights where you're getting swarmed, that speed alone makes it superior in every possible way. Now let us talk upgrades, because that is where this weapon truly shines. The first essential upgrade is the ceramic coated barrel. This boosts your damage even further, turning an already powerful shotgun into something that deletes enemies at close range. The second must-have is the carbon tube extension, which increases your ammunition capacity. More shells in the magazine means fewer reload interruptions, and in Resident Evil Requiem, that can literally save your life. When you combine the base power of the 990 T8s with these two upgrades, you end up with one of the most reliable and frequently used weapons in the entire game. It becomes your go-to option for tight corridors, surprise encounters, and high-pressure combat situations. If you are planning your optimal weapon path in Resident Evil Requiem, the 990 TAC with the right upgrades is not just a good choice, it is the smart choice. If we are talking about the best weapons and upgrades in Resident Evil Requiem, then when it comes to handguns, the Silencer 9 easily takes the top spot. You can purchase it from the supply box at the central camp in East Raccoon City for 5,500 credits, and it is absolutely worth every single one. The default alligator snapper gets the job done early on, sure, but once you compare the two side by side, you will wonder why you did not switch sooner. The Silencer 9 is powerful, accurate, and most importantly, it comes with a built-in suppressor. That alone changes how you approach certain encounters. You can take down isolated enemies without alerting every zombie in the area, which is huge in tight spaces. On top of that, it outperforms the alligator snapper in raw damage, rate of fire, and precision. It simply feels smoother and more reliable in every combat scenario. Where this handgun really stands out is its magazine size. Being able to hold more than 17 rounds compared to the alligator snapper's 9 is a massive upgrade. That extra ammunition capacity means fewer reloads, more sustained pressure, and more room for mistakes when things get chaotic. In Resident Evil Requiem, that kind of breathing room can make all the difference. Ideally, you want to use the Silencer 9 as your dependable backup weapon. When you are running low on shotgun or sniper rifle ammunition, this is what carries you through. It works best against single targets, so focus on upgrading the add-on suppressor to boost its power and the high-capacity magazine to maximize its round count. With those upgrades, the Silencer 9 becomes one of the smartest and most efficient investments you can make in the game. When we look at the best weapons and upgrades in Resident Evil Requiem, rifles are an easy category to highlight, and the Marksman 1A clearly takes the crown. You can find this semi-automatic rifle inside BSAA container number 3, which is located just east of the gas station in East Raccoon City. If you are still using the Classic 70, it is time to retire it and make the Marksman 1A your go-to rifle. Trust me, the difference is noticeable immediately. The Marksman 1A outperforms the Classic 70 in almost every way. It has a much faster rate of fire, quicker reload speed, bigger ammo capacity, and superior precision. Instead of holding just 6 rounds like the Classic 70, this rifle carries over 25 bullets, which makes a huge difference in extended fights. Its semi-automatic design means you can fire quickly while staying mobile, making it one of the most versatile weapons in the game. What makes the Marksman 1A truly stand out is how easy it is to use in any situation. Whether you are taking out enemies at range or need a fast-firing backup for close encounters, it delivers. You can even remove the scope if you want a more flexible handling experience. Upgrading it with the reinforced bolt increases your damage per shot, and the high-capacity magazine lets you carry even more ammo, which keeps you in the fight longer without constant reloads. If you want to push it even further, pairing the Marksman 1A with the BSAA emblem charm boosts its damage dramatically. With these upgrades, this rifle doesn't just replace the Classic 70, it dominates. Fast, precise, and reliable, the Marksman 1A is exactly the weapon you want in your arsenal for Resident Evil Requiem. When we talk about the best weapons and upgrades in Resident Evil Requiem, the C3 Revo 3A1 clearly takes the top spot for SMGs or submachine guns. You can purchase it from any supply box for 6,000 credits, with the first opportunity being at the central camp in East Raccoon City. Sure, you can find the GAL in the underground parking garage, but compared side by side, it feels outdated and underpowered. The C3 Revo 3A1 is simply the smarter choice for fast-paced combat. Now, the C3 Revo 3A1 won't match the raw stopping power of rifles or shotguns, but that is not what it is designed for. Its main strength is an incredible rate of fire, which makes it perfect for suppressing fire against large groups of enemies. Combine that with quick reload speed, and you have a lightweight, responsive SMG that feels effortless to handle in chaotic fights. In comparison, the older 1950s GAL just can't keep up in terms of speed or handling. One thing to keep in mind is that this weapon's damage is relatively low, so it's not ideal for single target burst damage. But the high ammo capacity and fast firing rate more than make up for that. You can spray bullets across hordes without worrying too much about running dry, making it a reliable choice when crowds of enemies are heading your way. Upgrades make this SMG even better. The long flash guard boosts the damage per shot, while the high capacity magazine increases how many bullets you can carry. These two modifications turn the C3 Revo 3A1 into a fully functional tool for sustained combat. Even though it's not the heaviest hitter, the combination of speed, ammo, and upgrades makes it one of the most versatile weapons you'll rely on during your first playthrough. If you've already finished the main story, there is another option. The Clatter Carbine for Leon, available in the special content store. That weapon takes the crown for raw machine gun power, but for your first run, the C3 Revo 3A1 is exactly what you need to mow through enemies efficiently, safely, and without ever feeling underarmed. When we talk about the best weapons and upgrades in Resident Evil Requiem, the Requiem Revolver stands out immediately. This is Leon's default revolver, automatically obtained at the start of East Raccoon City. Right from the beginning, you can see that this is no ordinary sidearm. It fires rare 12.7 by 55mm bullets, which pack a punch that shouldn't be wasted on weaker enemies. The Requiem isn't just strong, it's versatile. While you can unlock other revolvers later through the special content store after finishing the main game, none of them will surpass the raw power and potential of a fully upgraded Requiem. That means this revolver quickly becomes your go-to weapon for tougher encounters, boss fights, and situations where you need a reliable one-shot impact. Upgrading this revolver is key to getting the most out of it. The ported barrel increases your damage significantly, maxing out the weapon's power potential. That extra punch transforms it into a weapon that can quickly change the tide of a battle, especially against larger enemies or bosses who can soak up a lot of damage. The barrel jacket is another essential upgrade, boosting stability, rate of fire, and reload speed. These improvements make the Requiem feel fast and responsive, so you're not fumbling during intense moments. With these attachments, Leon's Requiem becomes one of the most destructive and reliable revolvers you can carry in Resident Evil Requiem. When we talk about the best weapons and upgrades in Resident Evil Requiem, having the right arsenal as Leon is absolutely key. There are a few weapons you should always keep in your inventory because they cover every situation you might face. Whether you are dealing with hordes of zombies, tougher boss encounters, or just need precision fire, these weapons make sure you're ready for anything. First up is the Silencer 9. This handgun can be purchased at any supply box for 5,500 credits, with the first one being at the central camp in East Raccoon City. It's accurate, has a built-in suppressor, and holds a lot of rounds compared to the default alligator snapper. This makes it perfect as a backup weapon for single targets or situations where you're running low on shotgun or rifle ammo. Next is the 990 TAC, a semi-automatic shotgun purchased at supply boxes for 7,000 credits. This is your heavy-hitting, close-range weapon, capable of dealing massive damage while maintaining a fast rate of fire. Upgrading it with a ceramic-coated barrel and a carbon tube extension ensures that it stays your go-to choice for clearing out rooms full of enemies quickly and efficiently. For long-range encounters, the Marksman 1A rifle is essential. You can find it in BSA Container Number 3, located east of the gas station in East Raccoon City. Its semi-automatic design, high ammo capacity, and fast reload speed make it extremely versatile. With upgrades like the reinforced bolt and high-capacity magazine, it becomes a reliable weapon for both precision shots and rapid engagements. The Seatree Revo 3A1 is your submachine gun of choice, purchased for 6,000 credits at supply boxes. It doesn't have the raw damage of rifles or shotguns, but its incredible rate of fire and high ammo count make it perfect for suppressing groups of enemies. Add the long flash guard and high-capacity magazine to maximize damage and ammunition efficiency. Finally, Leon should always keep the Requiem revolver and the hatchet in the inventory. The Requiem, obtained automatically at the start of East Raccoon City, is a powerhouse against bosses and heavy enemies, especially when upgraded with the ported barrel and barrel jacket. The hatchet, also automatically obtained at Rhodes Hill, is perfect for conserving ammo or dealing with low health enemies quietly. Together, these 6 weapons give Leon a balanced, powerful arsenal for any challenge in Resident Evil Requiem. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.